Hey, YouTubers and friends, how you doing tonight? Myself, I'm doing pretty good. Um, the last couple of tests, my stream health's been in the green, which is a big thumbs up in my book. Because I've been really excited about getting this live show thing going and wanting to be able to converse back to you, my YouTubers and friends, in a real time type thing to see what's going on here, there, and everywhere. Um, Last week, over Memorial Day weekend, I'd like to thank all our um, loved ones and friends who are serving, and also those who took the ultimate price for our land. And thank you all. I know it's a bit late, but better late than never, right? That's what I thought. Um, but as some of you might know, ToledoJess and I was down at the Norris property Saturday, and it rained. Man, did it rain like all night Friday. So Jesse and I was only planning on doing some classified material, going out to the island at the Norris and run some buckets, then um, do some networking and hang out with my sponsor Tim Grimes and the rest of his crew from Prospectors Radio and my fellow OSPAers, and came across a family, um, the Polecat Prospectors family, a really good group of people. Was messing around with my pendulum and dowsing rods with them for a little bit. Couple of nice people, guys, and their wife was really good. Mr. Dan Zoller, we have California in the house with our friend Dan from the Motherlode. And, but before I start saying a bunch of highs and whatnot, get through the meat of this. Um, but as Dan knows from the West Coast show and Sunday show, they got a lot of rain at the Norris, and the water was high when I got there, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna get out to that island, Jesse. It looks pretty muddy and swift, and it looks like it's coming up to me, and that it was. Um, Unfortunately, a couple of our friends last year, and old Shad Biffle's dredge tipped over. Dennis Dayton lost a dredge hose and nozzle. Um, Rich Cooley lost some of his gear in a tote, along with the second pair of dowsing rods I gave him. I had like 5 pairs on me, so I gave him another set, and hopefully they'll be able to recoup what they lost quickly, or um, someone will find what they lost and return it. So far, we're like 8 minutes in. The stream health is still good. I I did some tweaking in my settings before I talked to the better half, the accountant, about getting a um, business internet plan so I'd have more bandwidth. So hopefully I don't have to go that way because I'm on a tight budget as it is. Um, but what else is there? There was a really good show Tuesday night. If you missed it, your loss. Dan was there. Probably Randy Scott Tony was there too. I don't remember seeing Scotty Tony in chat though. But I didn't listen. Well, I listened to the Sunday show at work because I wasn't on Sunday. I went to bed pretty early. Um, so, a guy at my age needs his beauty rest. So, but Jesse and I have a pretty cool trip coming up with the OSPA. We're going down to the LDMA Loud Vane Mountain, not the Loud Mine, but while I'm in Georgia, I might slip by the Loud Mine anyway. We were talking about meeting up with MDV from My Pan for Gold at No Tell'em Mine on No Tell'em Bluff off of No Tell'em Creek. I will get some footage of it. I plan on getting a lot of footage of this trip, and um, hopefully get a few episodes out of it and a lot to talk about on our live shows. Jesse and I will be doing some vlogs like for Facebook Live, and probably I'll do my best for some YouTube lives. So if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, which I see most of you are, um, we have Jeremy, he's on my friends list, and Patrick Moore, he's a personal friend and on my friends list, and um, we have Dave from Arizona, should be out well, not now, it's kind of hot out there. but but um, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Dano and Barb's going. It should be a really good time. I'd like to hit up the museum, like I said, and take a break at Coker Creek. So if we have any Tennessee prospectors in the house right now, or come into the show later, um, I'd like to take a break at Coker Creek on our way down into the Dahlonega area before we head over to Vane Mountain. Um, yeah, it would have been great to have you. Yeah, I know it's getting out there, hot out there, Dave. I've lived in the Bullhead City, Arizona area, and even though we were right on the Colorado River, it still gets smoking hot in the summer. I don't know what I was thinking. It isn't like us out here in the Midwest, or even when I was back in Washington. Um, your season's different than ours, but get out there and prospect. Don't need Dano the Mano with you. Go out and join a good Arizona club, or talk to Scott Tony Swiftwater, and I'm sure he could hook you up, Dave, when it starts cooling down a bit for you. Um, I decided to shut down a few things. I'm using my onboard mic instead of my other mic right here because I don't know if that was part of the problem or not, but for the girls, it hides my ingrown hair, so it's a good thing, you know. Just joking, honey. But um, like I said, I'm trying bare bones and see how that's going. Let's head out towards the shed and see what's happening. Oh, I like playing around with the green screen thing. Pretty fun. Hey, if you're new to my channel and new to my videos, uh, and you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. I can't click on that button, but you can click below and become a subscriber. Hit the bell so you stay tuned on everything that's coming up. I do have a new In the Shed with Ed video coming up. It's on the Saruka I built. Oh, it's on this thing, much like Dan Hurd's Saruka. He has a lot of do-it-yourself, cool do-it-yourself videos. He's also going to be a guest on Prospectors Radio. Shoot, doggone it. I did a test right before this, and like now, I have a green health stream showing through the whole test. So I said, hey, I'm going to take it live. I even made me a new on the air and live light that I made out of bits and pieces from my old sign from the Danger Zone Action Sporting Goods and exit light from the Arby's we're working on. I took it apart and hot glued some stuff, and now I have a live on air light behind my green screen behind me, so the wife knows when I'm live, because she don't know if I'm live if my curtain's drawn and I'm just back here yapping away. I could be doing some kind of project or something. I'm kind of loony sometimes, so you never know. Now that I don't have anything prepared like upcoming events or outings, but the FOSIC, the Buckeye chapter of the GPAA, is having their FOSIC Day weekend coming up June 22nd, I believe it is. Yeah. That calendar can't be right. It must be like the weekend of the 20. Let me see. Ah. Heck, I don't know when it is. I'm leaving for Vane Mountain on the 9th. So I think it's the 10th and the 11th because it's the same time I'm gone. I believe it's the 10th or 11th. I don't think it's the 17th or the 18th. I think it's the 10th and the 11th. Should be a really good time. Yes, and like Patrick in the chat room says, we have the GPAA Golden Treasure Show on October 21st and 22nd down in Indianapolis, Illinois. I have no information yet, but if Jeffrey's in the house, he has a lot to do with it. He's in the Central Indiana chapter of the GPAA. Pardon me. Um, but by the time we get to October, I'll be letting you know a few times. If you're in the surrounding areas, please come out to the show. Show your support for the Indiana chapters, Chris Dewey and the Illinois chapters, and also the Buckeye chapter. They're all co hosting it. ToledoJess and I will be there for the whole weekend, probably in the panning booths where we were over at Dayton last year. It's at the State Fairgrounds in Indianapolis, Illinois. Thank you, Patrick, my friend. Yeah, Dave, there was a handful of people that lost some stuff, even our friend Thomas Pennyweight Lucky Dog Folks. Um, he about lost his dredge. When I got there, it was floating pretty good, and then the river was rising, and somehow his rope got caught on a branch. So when the river rose, the nose of his dredge started diving, and there was one time I'm like, man, looks like your your dredge is starting on porpoise there, Thomas. and and so um, the owners of the Norris lease and uh, brother has the farmland on the opposite side, and their son was down with um, their Arctic cat or whatever it was with the trailer, and he helped out with the dredge rescue 911 stuff, which was really cool of the kid. Um, but all in all, it might have been soggy. The water was high, raging, being been a good kayak day. Pardon me again. And really chocolatey. It was a good day. And hopefully, I know the Biffles got in the water before, like Thursday and Friday. And I believe Rich got in the water and did some dredging before the mishaps. And but I know Shad's getting his motor cleaned out and probably oil changed and carb blown out and all that, new plugs, so he could get that Buffalo running again. Um, Other than that, shoot, howdy. Don't know, but I'm really happy about the health on my stream. So far, so good. I'll have to try it again with Skype up and bring in ToledoJess. Um, Let me read back a little bit. We how you doing, Randy, Scotty, Tony, Dan? I said hi to you, Patrick. Hi, Jeremy, Dave, and I'm not sure who else is in the house. Say hi so we can see you. Join the conversation. That's part of why I'm doing this live thing. And so while we're all in front of the computers, we could get a few of things. You guys could give me some new ideas. Always on the lookout for new ideas, because all I want to do is watch our channel grow, so we could bring you better stuff, and I could get out and do some collaborations with maybe someday Dan Zoller and the Motherlode. or get Dave in Arizona off the couch and out in the desert get Dano the Mano or something, and or go out on the stream like you've seen me before with my good friend Patrick Moore down in southern Indiana. Um, you betcha, Patrick. Have a good one. We'll have a safe trip. I'm sure you'll hear from us before we go. We'll be leaving the morning of the 9th, heading south. No, Dan, you might not do deserts, but you do the Sierras. You do the Sierras. Speaking of Sierras, I got a package just the other day from my friends at Angry Prospectors out, it's south of Oroville. Um, Bogan, Bogan, Borden, Borden. I don't know. I forget the name. But it was cool. I got some pay dirt from Roaring Camp. Is Roaring Camp in your neck of the woods, Dan? The Sierras is awfully long mountain chain before it starts hitting the southern part of the Cascades. Um, but hmm, I'm having blonde moments, you know. Okay, okay. You're about as far away as my brother at Angry Prospectors. Um, but yeah, sent me some pay dirt from Roaring Camp, a little sluice box, a couple of other goodies, um, snuffer bottle and a snuffer caddy, which always comes in handy. Um, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. If I'm gonna use them or give them away, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So, um, you all know about my trip coming up. Any of you guys have anything on the board coming up? Right, Pine Grove. How is their dirt, Dan? Am I gonna find a nugget in it? Looking for work. Well, if you were in Ohio, I could probably hook you up with a job because we're busy and um, I'll probably offend some younger pup here, but a lot of the millennials don't know how to work. And I think when they find out how much work construction is, it's hmm. Okay, I'll have to look for the video, Dan, and check it out. 0.34 out of a 3/4 pound bag. Hey, and we have Jurin in the house, Mr. Lodak. Um, the job site prospector right there. How you doing, Jurin? And Jurin in Utah. We had Patrick Moore from Indiana. Oh, doggone it. Randy, I forget where you're from. Lurkin, huh, Jurin? Lurkin. That's okay, buddy. Thanks for joining us. And when I get this all set and in the good, I'm gonna have to get you on Skype for a guest. I wouldn't even mind getting Dan Zoller in. That's right, Indiana. I'm sorry, Randy. I know you've told me before, but I am partially blonde, so forgive me. Plus, I'm going on 57, I think, somewhere in there. So, here, from what I see on weather, rain's supposed to come in again tomorrow night. It'll be raining Saturday. So it's not looking good. Right on. Thanks to Randy. Um, so there goes any idea of getting over to Joe's, to my own little private Idaho, and doing some stuff. But ToledoJess is supposed to come down from Toledo, and we're going to do some studio stuff. And we're going to be showing the Prospector's Choice Maverick cleanup sluice that was donated to ToledoJess's cause by Mr. Lucky Dog Pennyweight Volker, our buddy Thomas. As you know, both of them are vets. They both served during wartime, and Jesse has a strong passion to pay it forward to his fellow wartime vets, disabled vets, and vets in general. So, take care, Dave. Have a good one. Stay out of that Arizona heat. Thanks for joining. Remember, click like. Let YouTube know I'm alive. So, Mr. Lodak, do you have any plans in operation? Any videos in editing? Have you been taking your gold cube out to the job site? Speaking of gold cube, Jesse and I have been beta testing the Dream Mat by Prospectors Dreams, the mini mat for the gold cube, and I really like it. Um, it's super easy to clean. It catches the fine golds really good, and and it's not that bad. If you're interested in one for your gold cube, Jurin, just talk to ToledoJess and we can hook you up. Well, if there's cobbles there and it's been moved, Might as well try it. You know what they say, Jern. You know what they say. Gold is where you find it, right, bud? You betcha. Um, so get your cube out, take a sample pan, take your gold claw. If you have a gold claw, take a panning tub and do some sample pans. You never know, buddy. You could be sitting on a gold mine. um, Actually, Jesse and I got some buckets from Dennis Dayton from Pirates Pit, and there's a lot of gold in there, a lot of fine gold. I've been just quickly classifying it and running it through my gold claw, and it's looking pretty good. Of course, I'll run it again and again and probably through my gold cube. Um, get every little bit I can. You know how that stuff can be, and nothing gets it all, unfortunately. Um, so, if anyone has any news about clubs, outings, or shows, since I'm so unprepared, please put it in the chat room. If it's a URL link, it will spam it, so don't waste your time with that. Just some general information. How you doing, Mark? I'm doing pretty good. I got a little kink in my neck I've had all day. I think I slept on it wrong. Um, but it is what it is. I have aches and pains every day anyway. You know, too much skateboarding when I was younger and bombing hills when I was younger. Too many slam pits and mosh pits and wipeout surfing and snowboarding and skateboarding and stuff. So, plus me being in construction trade pretty much all my life, um, I kind of ache and pain every day. I try not to eat a lot of ibuprofen. I just deal with it. Sometimes I have to eat some of that crap, part of my English parents, but sometimes I just have to. Yeah, you told me about your go-kart accident, Mark. I'm just glad you're still with us, buddy. I'm still glad you're with us. Um, if you want to take a drive over to Vane Mountain while we're there, Mark, think about it. Think about it. You got your truck down in that gully in that video you shared with me. So I it's a long drive for us, and I don't think I'll be able to swing out that far to be able to hook up with you in your neck of the woods uh, before we head back to Ohio. Would like to. I would even like to do some digging in Virginia. I've seen some pretty nice color come out of there. Well, so far I'm really happy. Uh, 38 minutes plus, 39 minutes, been green the whole time. Um, I think I might have adjusted something right in my settings. See, there you go. Do you know where Vane Mountain is? Yeah, me too, Jurin. Do you know where Vane Mountain is, Mark? No. Okay. Um, I really don't want to bring up any more windows or anything to eat a bunch of bandwidth or slow my system down. Um, but I'll let you know where it's at. So if you feel froggy, I know that's Lee, AUL LLC. We have the inventor of the little gold spinner in the house with us tonight, Lee. And I'm sure Mary isn't far behind, far from him. How you doing, Lee? Hi, Mary. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Lee has a really good product. I've seen it in action, and hopefully one of these days when I can get over there or we meet up somewhere in the middle or something, he'll let me take one of his little gold spinners out and play on the river with it for a while. Yeah, yeah, it's a really good machine. It's a centrifugal high banker centrifuge with a high banker attachment. It's easy to work, easy to clean. You've heard Tim Grimes talk about it 100 times. It's a great machine. Okay, will do, Mark. Will do. And I'm an LDM member besides an OSPA member. So if you want to come and be my guest for the day, you're more than welcome, buddy. It'd be great to meet you and do a little panning with you. But I'll be at Vane Mountain for about 4 days, 5 days. Are you going to be at the Indianapolis Gold Show in October, Lee? I sure hope so, buddy. This delay, this delay between me and you, it's like 22 seconds. And I, I wish the chat was a little more real time to the videos. So, but um, I hope to see you guys, you and Mary, at an outing or on the stream at the Swank or one of the OSPA properties during the season, Lee. I hope to see you guys in Indianapolis in October. ToledoJess and I will be there for the whole weekend. So come and see us. Come to the panning booths and visit with us. I know we talked about it before, Lee. I I just, you know, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you understand. Ad, ad. Thanks for the ad. I'll let you call me Ad. That's okay, Lee. Excellent, excellent. I figured that, Jurin. I figured that. That's okay. Right on, right on. Well, I know I'll see you there then. If you're going to the Swank for the Fossick weekend, I'll be in North Carolina with ToledoJess and a bunch of us from Ohio State Prospectors. So if you're at the Fossick with Dennis Dayton and the rest of my Buckeye buddies, um, sorry I'm gonna miss you. Cornflake. Oh my goodness. Tim and his nicknames. Tim and his nicknames, I tell you. Tim and his nicknames. That's ridiculous. All right. Well, we've been going at it for over 45 minutes now, and the stream has been really healthy the whole time. That makes me extremely happy. And I would like to thank you all for joining me tonight. Um, if this continues to go the way it is, um, I'll start the show. I'm not, I'm leaning more towards twice a month, every other week, other than once a week, even though once a week would be better for my analytics on YouTube, but that it's a lot of work. Um, oh, okay. Well, drive careful. Drive careful, my friend. Drive carefully. You to be safe. Um, at least you're talk to type. I can understand the typos with that stuff. Believe me, you. And no reason to be sorry, my friend. I'm just poking fun at you a little. Uh, Good connections always nice. Uh, Mark, I've been wanting to get out. I still haven't been out with that nozzle this season here. I'm not sure about how it's been on your side of the Appalachia, but here in Ohio, my friend, every time I'm looking at my spot where I do a lot of testing, you all have seen it. I'm like, man, that's looking good. I think I'll be able to get out here this weekend and try out the nozzle, that dry land nozzle and stuff, and my new pump and some other stuff. And then it rains, and the river, the creek swells and gets all muddy. I haven't even been able to get out with that, but I'm not taking that to North Carolina with me. Jesse and I are taking our 2-inch gold snares, probably our 1-inch gold snares. I'm taking my cube and my mini dream mats. We're taking the bucket by Simo Gold Outfitters, and we're also taking our Buckabilly Sluice with the dream mat in it, and we're going to be running that material. Yeah, so you can understand how our season's been too. You know, every time to want to get out, the weather comes and kind of messes it up. So, yeah, I can't wait to get it out on the stream. When I finished it, Mark, I already knew I had changes to do to the next one, like I said in the video. But um, I'll get it out there. I know it will work how I want it to for the most part, but it's okay. Um, I'll get it out on the stream and I'll know it do fine as the 2-inch nozzle it is, but I'm always anxious. I also want to use my vac pack that I made. I still haven't got to use that. Shoot, I haven't even got to use my Saruka I made. So I gotta get out and try. I'll take this down to the Carolinas with me. You bet you, buddy. And hopefully, David and Mita Bogan, it would be awesome if we could meet up, maybe head over to Vane Mountain. You're in Georgia. Come up and visit ToledoJess and I. Thanks, Mark. Um, do you have rural kings in Virginia? Because I got my 2-inch clear hose at Rural King, and it's not too soft, it's not too stiff. Um, I think it will do a good job. Um, I got my new pump all set up, and hey, Mr. Swiftwater Tony's in the house. Um, Yeah, I played a little with some of my settings, Scott, and my last test stream was green all the way, and it's green all the way now, so I thought I'd bring it live and visit with all of you and catch up with some things with all of you. Good show Wednesday night last night, Scott. I really liked your um your segment, Swiftwater's Follies, or whatever Tim comes up with. I'm doing really good, my brother of another mother, and I hope you are too. Staying out of that hot Arizona sun and making money in your other mind. I wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more. But uh, you need an off season series or something, Scott. I know you have a pretty good following anyway. You're a busy man, so don't worry about it. Man, your objective with YouTuber is different than my objective with YouTubers, with YouTube, but I'm glad we're in the same niche. I'm just glad we're in the same lifestyle, brother. Hey, did I hear you right, Scott? Are you going to be in Indiana for the October show? Maybe. It sounded like on the show last night that you were going to be there. Make it there. I'm going to make it to Las Vegas next year. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to really work hard and get out to the Las Vegas show so I can rub shoulders with some of you big wigs. Your fans are waiting, Scott. Yours too, Jurin. Yours too, Dan. Come on, guys. How many YouTube creators are in the house? I don't know if I want to bring up my Skype and see if I could get Jesse in. What? You have any new videos coming out soon, Dan? I was there Saturday. The river was high, very muddy. Oh, yeah. What would be a good night? I don't want to fall on any night that our friends over at Gold Prospectors Space is having their show on Prospectors Radio. So it's either Tuesdays or Thursdays. Thursdays might be good because I could feed off of some of Scott's stuff from Wednesdays, or Kathleen's, or Tim's, or Dee Dee's, or Ron's, or Rich's. I could feed off their show, or I could lead up to it and promote their show more. But either way, I'm going to promote it because Tim's a personal friend of mine. Yeah, a lot of them are personal friends of mine, so uh, no, I don't have any footage. I would need to get out. Well, get out. Went camping, but never touched my phone or camera, which is a good thing. Actually, I know exactly how you feel there, Dan, because usually when I'm out on the river, a lot of my prospecting time gets ate up with my cameras, setting up cameras, thinking of camera angles and whatnot. Um, and then I lose production time with the shovel or dredge. Saturday, Scott, Dan, Jurin, Mark, everybody, I took the day off. You won't find one video really of Memorial Day weekend this year from me. I took one video, and that's when Thomas Lucky Dog Pennyweight, or Pennyweight Lucky Dog folks presented uh, the Prospector's Choice Maverick cleanup sluice. It came in a really nice package, very well packed. Looks like a really good machine. Set up, easy setup. Pull it right out of box, add the 4 legs, boom, you're set up. It comes with a really nice Tsunami 12-volt pump. And if you guys know anything about 12-volt bilge pumps, I tell you guys, the Tsunami pump line are not Harbor Freight Line pumps. They're good pumps, top quality pumps. Chris did a good job. Chris, right, Scott? Over at Prospector's Choice, your buddy Chris. Let's see, what do we have here? Thanks anyway. Oh, you meant with opening up Skype. Okay, okay, yeah. I could see I could bring up. I'll bring that up. I'll bring up Skype and see if I could bring. That's if he'll even answer. My phone's in airplane mode, so that ain't gonna happen. So right now I'm bringing up my Skype. So far, so good, and his name is Chris. Well, Scott, tell Chris, I know he's a personal friend of yours, and maybe a sponsor, maybe. I know he's built some of your equipment, but tell Chris, top-notch quality and craftsmanship. It looks like a really good mini high banker, cleanup high banker, whatever you want to call it. I could see multiple uses. I do like the flared box. Reminds me of my gold grabber, 4-inch gold grabber I had from Allen Trees. I like that idea. The alluvial fan box. It's, it's a good box. But tell Chris, nice. And thank you again very much, Thomas. Okay, now back to what I was doing. ADD, I need to sign in. Never know if Jesse's not on, I might be. It works. He does a good job, Chris Miller. Oh, Miller. Wonder if we're related. My grandmother was a Miller. Okay, well, let me see. I'll bring up Jesse. I don't see no bad signs in my stream health, and I'm running it. All right, let's call up Jesse. Um, I don't think he's answering me and connecting. Maybe he is answering. I don't know. We'll see. Um, I might have no. Strike two. Strike two. Or strike one. Let's try Mr. Tim Grimes. I'll try Prospectors Radio. Huh. Can't answer, my tablet is dead. Okay. ToledoJess, my partner's in chat right now. How you doing, buddy? His tablet's dead, so he can't answer his Skype. So, hey, maybe we're related too, actually. My Uncle Dewey and Uncle Frank they were either in Turlock, Lodi, Turlock, Stockton, but they had claims up in the Mother Lode. My grandmother's from the San Joaquin Valley area, Well, actually, she's a Meadsville Mead that moved out west and um, raised my mom on the Monterey Bay and Aptos. Um, but we have a lot of family off of not five. What's that? 91. That's along the foothills there before 39 or 49. Um, but you never know, Dan. She's a Miller. Small world. I'm gonna try and call Mr. Tim Grimes. See if he comes in. 99. 99. Ah, well, one Rini Dini. More like three Rini Dinis. Four Rini Dinis. Man, is that loud to you guys? It's sure loud in my headset. Well, Christy must have him busy. Mr. Swiftwater isn't on, or I'd give him a try. Shad's away. Joseph is away. Everybody's away. Mr. Tim Grimes has his online light on, but no one's answering. No one's home. So, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sign out. Bye bye. Totally quit Skype. But so far, so good, Jurin. I brought up Skype. I tried making a few calls. Go on, bro. Still here. I took down Skype. Maybe I'll bring it back up. Might as well test it live while we're here, right? Oh, man, my neck. Well, I'm glad you're still here, Mark. I see Mr. Scott Swiftwater Tony. Once that loads, I'll bring him up. I might have to unplug my headset. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. All right, one Rini for Scotty.
Hey, Ed, can you hear me, buddy?
I can hear you really good, Scott.
Can you hear me?
Can the crowd hear you? Mark, can you hear Scott? Well, I think you can because say something, Scott. Desktop audio's going through my OBS, so ToledoJess says he can hear you, so we're all good. You had a pretty good show last night, Scott.
I've got a little bit of a lag on it though.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have a lag, I think.
Okay.
Don't pay attention to the feed, you know, with
There's
the
a little
video.
lag on your end on Skype for some reason.
Probably because of the live streaming, maybe.
I can't hear you at all unless I turn up your YouTube. Hang on a second, Ed.
Okay. I have my mic on that totally up.
Okay, there's about a 15-second lag between what I'm saying and when I hear it.
Right. I'll see about my mic, see if I can turn it up. Those seem to be all my volumes and not my...
Turn your YouTube down and your Skype up.
Don't want that. Don't want that. I just had them. Okay. YouTube's down. Skype's up. Full blast. Can you hear me better, Scott? Mr. Swiftwater, can you hear me better?
I can still hear you. I can hear you on YouTube, but I can't hear you on the Skype.
Huh. Wonder why. Huh. So we're definitely going to have a delay with that then. One time when we're not on live, we're going to have to play around with this stuff, Jess.
You want to try to call me back?
We'll do it some other time, Scott. Thank you anyway, my friend. And again, good show last night with you and the rest of the Crooney crowd. And I'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, brother. You guys out there have a good night. Be good, gold diggers. I'll see ya.
All right, well, that's how it is in live broadcasting, I guess. Gotta get the bugs out. We'll get the bugs out sooner or later, right? Oh. Oh, he's just signing off the phone. I don't know if he's loud and clear there, loud and computer, loud and clear. I hear him. Hey, Danny, how you doing, Danny Rivieras? See if I missed anything. My kid was yelling for me. Not no more. I can hear. Yes, yes. Didn't miss much there. You going to bed, Mark? Have a good night, buddy. Take care and stay in touch. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. So how you doing tonight, Danny? I'm gonna have to find out totally what the lag is. Never know about me. I was till Scott said he'd turn on his Skype, and we did that little on live experiment thing. I gotta play with some more stuff, I think. Maybe use my different headphones, because this mic really don't work well on this headset. This is for an iPod or an iPhone or whatever, and I have a PC or a Windows laptop and not a Apple, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So Mr. Mendez, are you coming back down to this weekend? Dano the Mano's supposed to come up. ToledoJess supposed to come down. We're going to work on the video for the demo cons and that. I'm working on another video right here for my Saruka. Don't ask me when it will be out. It should have been out before now, but it's not. And hey, YouTubers and friends, don't go away, because in this episode we'll be building this, a Saruka every prospector should have. So remember, don't go away. That's my hook. In the shed. But in the shed with Ed. Working on that video. That should be done here before too long, I hope. Between work and whatnot and the other thing, and putting a lot of emphasis on this video. I or on my live streams rather, I've been kind of taken away from that other. Again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. That link don't work right there, but down here somewhere there's a subscribe link. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Love to have you as part of the family and part of my YouTubers and friends. There you go, Dan. Get motivated, get out there, make some videos, and show some of that California Sierra Madre gold, because we know it's there. They didn't find it all. Pretty good. Love the show. I'm from New York. Was thinking about getting a nugget bucket. It's hard being on disability, but trying. The good thing about the Gold Rush Nugget Bucket for $99 plus tax, it can be a good little tool. Don't overload it. Just take your time. It's a pretty good fluid bed system. And from what I hear, you don't want to tell New York you found any gold. Thanks for joining us, Danny. Welcome to my YouTubers and friends. Everybody, I know you welcome Danny already. Thank you very much for showing him our hospitality. I know it's hard for someone who's disabled to get out or even afford buying some stuff. Hopefully, Danny, are you a member of goldprospectorspace.com? If you're not, you should think about becoming a member. Great community. Pretty much everybody in this chat room right now is a GPS member. There's a wealth of information there if you don't know already. And they have a great radio podcast twice a week, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'd be 9 o'clock our time here on the East Coast. And then they have a Sunday show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's another good show. And during the summer, things are a little slow because a lot of us are out on the stream and doing our thing. But it's still a really good place, Danny. And if you're not a member already, would like to have you come over and join us there also. I know there's some New Yorkers that are members. There's lots of groups. You could find someone from your area, maybe to go out with you, because it's an inherently dangerous lifestyle. I'm not going to call it a hobby because it's not a hobby for me. And my wife would contest to that. It's a lifestyle. My my life pretty much revolves around it. She would probably say my life revolves around the channel, which that wouldn't be a lie. It's probably too much so. Oh, excellent. Well, excellent. If you're a first time viewer, thank you very much. And I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Um, it makes me feel good when you all like it. It makes me know I'm doing something right. If you're not a subscriber, please become a subscriber and head over to Gold Prospectors Space and become a member. It's a really good channel. Dan Zoller's a member, and the Bald One's a member. Um, Jesus Mendez is a member. Mr. Lodak's a member. He's actually one of the site mods. He's a really good guy. Um, we'd love to have you over there. And thanks for finding us. Right now, I'm just been having some real problems with my live stream, so I've been tweaking things and stuff and doing some tests, and it looked good, so I brought it live tonight. And so far, we're heading towards an hour and 30 minutes, and still my signal is green all the way, and I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Ecstatic. Makes me really happy. But it is going on 9:30. It is about my better half's bedtime, so it's time to tuck in the girls and give them their goodnight kisses. And green is always good, buddy. Green is always good, Dan. But um yeah, it's 9:21, Dan. So it's getting there. I got to wake up earlier, and now we moved from 8 hours to 9 hours. Now they're talking about doing 5, 10 hours, which which the paycheck will be nice, but I don't live to work. I work to live. And I'd rather be working hard on stuff I love that I'm working on a big picture. So it is what it is. All right. Thank you very much, Danny, for joining us. Remember, subscribe. Head over to uh, Go Prospector space. Let me put a link up. Yes, honey, I'm still alive. That's from my old truck. Sorry, everybody. The wife wonder why there was a big oil blob underneath my truck. It's from my old truck. There's the link to Go Prospector space. If you can't click on it, Danny, just copy and paste it. I have spam setting on so no one who isn't a mod can put in a link. But I need to go look at what my wife wants me to look at and do my good nights and take care of some other things before I hit the hay. Thank you all very much for joining me here tonight. I'll work on a schedule. I think it's going to be Thursdays about the same time, 8 o'clock. Right now, I'm going to do it every other week. So until then, and it might be a bit iffy until Jesse and I come back from our trip. So until then, may you always have a flash in your pan. And yes, maybe one day too, I'll see you on the river.
Maybe I'll see you on the river.
That too. You heard her, didn't you guys? Well, thank you all very much. And Danny, thank you for joining us. I am glad you joined us. Hope to see you again and hope to see you over at goldprospectorspace.com. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. May you all have a great night and an awesome rest of the week. And if you can't get out in the river and play this weekend, I hope you have some dirt in the garage. Until then, God bless you, and may you always have that flash in your pan.